Good day, everyone. This enhancement session is about technology for teaching and learning. I will read the sentences or the stem and the choices, and I will give you 10 seconds to choose your answer. After 10 seconds, I will reveal the best answer and I will give a rationalization or an explanation. Am I clear? Let's begin. Number one, are the chalkboards, bulletin boards, and other traditional learning equipment also included in the term educational technology? Letter A, no, they are just educational media. B, yes, because they are part of instructional media. C, yes, because they are human invention and or discoveries that satisfy educational needs and desire like learning. Or letter D, no, because they are just tools and devices for teaching. Timer starts now. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C. Yes, because they are human invention and or discoveries that satisfy educational needs and desire like learning. Inventions and discoveries such as devices, tools, equipments, activities, procedures, and processes satisfy educational needs and facilitate learning. Question number 2. Which of the following refers to using learning technologies to introduce, supplement, and extend skills? Letter A, technology integration. Letter B, educational media. C, instructional technology. Or letter D, technology education. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A, technology integration. Letter B class, educational media are channels or avenues or instruments of communication like books, magazines, television, internet, and etc. Letter C, instructional technology are concerned with instruction as constructed to designs and operations of instructional or educational institutions. Question number 3. Are the following terms synonyms? Technology and education, instructional technology, and technology integration in education. Letter A, yes, all of them refer to technology. Letter B, yes, because all of them refers to education. Letter C, no, they're just complement with one another. Or letter D, no, they differ in terms of degree and application to education. The correct answer is letter D. No, they differ in terms of degree and application to education. Technology and education class refers to the application of technology in the operation of education institutions. Instructional technology, on the other hand, is a systematic way of designing, carrying out, and evaluating the total process of learning and teaching in terms of specific objectives. And technology integration means using learning technologies to introduce, reinforce, supplement, and extend skills. Question number 4. Which of the following definitions make educational technology a broad term? Number 1, it is the application of scientific findings in the method, process, or procedure of working in the field of education in order to effect learning. Number 2, it embraces curriculum and instructional design, learning environment, and theories of teaching learning. Number 3, it is the use of all human inventions for teachers to realize their mission to teach in order that students learn. Letter A, the definition number 1, 2, and 3. Letter B, 2 and 3. C, 1 and 2. Or letter D, 1 and 3. The correct answer is letter A. Definitions 1, 2, and 3. All of them, class, because educational technology includes the entire process of setting of goals, the continuous reforms of curriculum, the tryout of new methods and materials, the evaluation of the system as an integrated whole, and resetting of goals in the basis of the findings of evaluation and innovation. Question number 5. From the etymology of the word technology, which of the following means craft or art? Letter A, technique. Letter B, technology. Letter C, techne. Or letter D, technological. Okay, so the correct answer is letter C, techne. The Greek word techne means craft or art. Technique also has the same origin with techne, hence it may be used to refer educational technology as techniques of the educator. Number 6. Integrating technology in the instructional process must be geared to number 1, interactive and meaningful learning. Number 2, the development of creative and critical thinking. Number 3, the development and nurturing of teamwork. Number 4, efficient and effective teaching. Letter A, 1, 2, and 3. Letter B, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Letter C, 2, 3, 4. Or letter D, 1, 3, and 4. Okay, so the correct answer is the letter B, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Integrating technology, class, in the instructional process must be geared towards all of the statements in the item. Number 7, educational technology serves as learning tools that help learners understand. This is according to whom? Letter A, the traditionalist. Letter B, the behaviorist. C, the cognitivist. Or D, the constructivist. Okay, the correct answer is the letter D, the constructivist. Constructivists perceived educational technology as a partner in the learning process, where it makes the learner gather, think, analyze, synthesize information, and construct meaning with what technology presents. Number 8. The teacher and students interact through a computer. Which paradigm in the school system is this? A. Computer Mediated Communication or CMC. B. Computer-based teaching. C. Computer-based learning or CBL. D. Computer-aided instruction or CAI. Okay, so the correct answer is letter A, Computer Mediated Communication or CMC. CMC class involves teacher or tutor facilitation and requires scenarization of flexible learning activities. CBT or the computer-based teaching or CBL, computer-based learning, usually means individualized or self-study learning. And computer-aided instruction or the CAI are instructional techniques that vary both instruction and time according to learner requirements. Number 9. Which of the following is not a partner of the phases of a systematic approach to instruction? Letter A, the formulation of instructional objectives. B, the process of instruction itself. C, the assessment of learning. D, the planning of the lesson. Okay, the correct answer is letter D, the planning of the lesson. Class, the planning of the lesson is just a part of the process of instruction. The phases of a systematic approach to teaching may be reduced to three, such as formulation of instructional objectives, the process of instruction itself, and the assessment of learning, which will once more lead to the formulation of instructional objectives. Number 10, a teacher who plans for instruction should consider activities and technology that are: number 1, appropriate to the lesson objectives; number 2, appropriate to the learners; number 3, appropriate to the nature of the lesson content; number 4, appropriate to the budget of the teacher. Letter A, 1, 2, and 3. B, 1, 2, and 4. C, 2, 3, and 4. Or letter D, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, the correct answer is letter A, 1, 2, and 3. Activities on technology for instruction must be appropriate to the lesson objectives, the learners, and the nature of the lesson content. Number 11, students learn more in less time when receiving computer-based instruction. Which of the following explains this statement? 1. Students are motivated to learn when they are interested in the subject matter, which can be enhanced by using technologies in the classroom. Number 2, students can study at any time and location they prefer and can obtain the study material very quickly. Number 3, students can use their computers to conduct research and participate in social media. Letter A, number 1. Letter B, number 2. Letter C, number 3. Or letter D, number 4. Okay, the correct answer is letter A, number 1. Incorporating technology class in the classroom enhances student motivation. Number 12, Edgar Dale's cone of experience theorized that learners retain more information by what they do as opposed to what they have heard, read, or observed. It implies that 1. Do not use only one medium of communication in isolation. Rather, use many instructional materials to help the students conceptualize his experience. Number 2, avoid teaching directly at the symbolic level of thought without adequate foundation of the concrete. Students' concepts will lack deep roots in direct experience. Number 3, when teaching, don't get stuck in the concrete. Strive to bring your students to the symbolic or abstract level to develop their higher order thinking skills. The choices are letter A, number 1, letter B, number 3, letter C, number 2, or letter D, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, the correct answer is letter D, 1, 2, and 3. All of those mentioned statements are implications of the cone of experience, which stated that learning is from the concrete to the abstract, from the abstract to the concrete, and from the abstract to the concrete again. Thus, it becomes a cycle. Number 13. Which of the following is the role of educational technology in learning according to the traditionalist point of view? Letter A, it engages learners in active, constructive, intentional, and authentic and cooperative learning. Letter B, it serves as a presenter of knowledge just like teachers. Letter C, it serves as tools to support knowledge construction. And letter D, it is a social medium to support learning by conversing. Okay, the correct answer is letter B. It serves as a presenter of knowledge just like teachers. Letter A, C, and D class, they are the constructivist view of the role of educational technology in learning. Number 14. Which theoretical or philosophical framework of educational technology believes that the role of teachers is to become facilitator, providing guidance so that learners can construct their own knowledge? Letter A, behaviorism. Letter B, cognitivism. Letter C, constructivism. Or letter D, pragmatism. Okay, the correct answer is letter C, constructivism. Class cognitivism explains brain-based learning, while behaviorism focused on functional analysis of verbal behavior where programmed instruction was based. Number 15, Edgar Dale's cone of experience gives primary importance on letter A, affective experience, letter B, psychomotor experience, letter C, sensory experience, or letter D, cognitive experience. Okay, the correct answer is letter B, psychomotor experience. Dale's research led to the development of the cone of experience, which also became the basis of learning by doing and or recently known as experiential learning or action learning. Number 16, Jerome Bruner's knowledge representation in teaching is applied or taught by A. Using the deductive method, B. Beginning with the concrete, then uses pictures, then finally symbols. Letter C. Beginning with symbols, then ends with relating lessons to daily life. Or letter D. Generalizes information learned at the end. Okay, so the correct answer is letter B, beginning with the concrete, then uses pictures, then finally symbols. The learners are taught through a sequence of actions, then through a series of illustrations, and through a series of symbols. So it is from inactive to iconic to symbolic. Number 17, which role of technology in learning is tapped when teachers represent and meaningful real-world problems, situation, and context in teaching? Letter A, technology as context to support learning by doing. Letter B, technology as tools to support knowledge construction. Letter C, technology as intellectual partner to support learning by reflecting. Or letter D, technology as information vehicles for exploring knowledge to support learning by constructing. The correct answer is letter A, technology as context to support learning by doing. Class letter B, it means learners produced organized multimedia knowledge bases, while letter C, technology helped learners to articulate and represent what they know. And for letter D, technology for assessing needed information. Number 18. What role of technology in learning is used when a teacher encourages her students to work on their assignments in groups using the social media network? Letter A, technology as context to support learning by doing. Letter B, technology as tools to support knowledge construction. Letter C, technology as intellectual partner to support learning by reflecting. And letter D, technology as a social medium to support learning by conversing. Okay, the correct answer is the letter D, technology as a social medium to support learning by conversing. Technology class is a tool for collaborating with others and for supporting discourse among knowledge-building communities. Number 19, new approaches to designing and developing teaching and learning are due to the developments in the internet and developments in multimedia technology. What are the characteristics of such development? Number 1, the use of internet technologies to develop knowledge management and collaborative learning skills. Number 2, the use of multimedia to develop psychomotor and intellectual skills development, including problem solving and decision making. Number 3, increased flexibility and access to learning, resulting in new markets being reached, and in particular, the lifelong learner market. The choices are letter A, 1 and 2, letter B, 2 and 3, letter C, 1 and 3, or letter D, 1, 2, and 3. The correct answer is the letter D, 1, 2, and 3. All the three items characterizes the developments mentioned in the preceding statements. Number 20. Which of the following may justify the use of technology for teaching and learning? Number 1. To improve access to education and training. Number 2. To improve the quality of learning. Number 3. To reduce the cost of education. Or number 4. To improve the cost effectiveness of education. The choices are letter A, 1 and 2, letter B, 1, 2, 3, and 4, letter C, 2 and 3, or letter D, 1 and 4. The correct answer is the letter B, 1, 2, 3, and 4. The items mentioned are 4 of the most frequent reasons given for using technology for teaching and learning. Number 21. Teacher Cherise makes her students play games in a computer to give them a rest period during classes. Is she integrating technology with her teaching? Letter A, yes, because the students used a computer. Letter B, yes, because computer games are interesting to students. Letter C, no, because there is no integrative process involved. Letter D, no, because computer games are not related to the lesson. The correct answer is letter C, no, because there is no integrative process involved. Where use of the computer does not mean technology has already been integrated in instruction, especially if its use does not relate at all to education. Number 22. Which of the following manifests technology integration in teaching and learning? Letter A. The teacher teaches the students how to install software. Letter B. The teacher used PowerPoint presentation with inserted video clips in teaching. Letter C. The teacher instructed the students to troubleshoot a computer problem. Or letter D. The teacher had the students edit a document in Microsoft Word. Okay, the correct answer is the letter B. The teacher used PowerPoint presentation with inserted video clips in teaching. Class, integrating technology with teaching means the use of learning technologies to introduce, reinforce, supplement, and extend skills. Number 23. Which of the following may be considered technology in the classroom? Letter A. Computer in the classroom. Letter B, digital games. Letter C, class website. Or letter D, A, B, and C. The correct answer is letter D, A, B, and C. All of the mentioned technologies can be currently used in traditional classrooms, including other technologies like class blogs and wikis, wireless microphones, mobile devices, interactive whiteboards, digital video on demand, online media, online study tools, podcast, and many others. Number 24, among the following instructional equipment or tools, which is known to be memo traditional but very effective technology in the classroom? Letter A, chalkboard or blackboard. Letter B, slide projector. Letter C, overhead projector. Or letter D, bulletin board. The correct answer is the letter A, chalkboard or blackboard. Horace Mann, a noted American educator, once said, "In no country have I ever seen a good school without a blackboard or a successful teacher who did not use it frequently." And for our last number for today, 25, which of the following is referred to as vehicles or various ways of information and communication? Letter A, newsprint. B, cable television. C, mass media. D, advertising. The correct answer is letter C, mass media. Newsprint, cable television, advertising are examples, class, of mass media that served as medium of information and communication. That's it. Are you learning? I hope you are. Congratulations everyone for finishing this video until the last question. How was your score? Did you get the correct answers? If not, you can still replay this and read more on the concepts presented. Thank you so much everyone for listening and see you in our next enhancement session. God bless, pre-service teachers. Bye!